You need to, you know, try it, see if it works, if people are responding, if people are coming around. This show, let me see if that's working. I think it's working. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect that. All right, I think it's working. Let me check the streaming monitor to see if we are all together, if we are all connected right now for this new show. I think it's working. Let me check. Is it on YouTube already? It is on Periscope. It is on Facebook. Okay, it's everywhere. Everyone can see it. Now, let's see. Yeah, I'm excited. It worked. So, let me tell you a little bit what this show is about. It's RTWM, Talk to Spirits, every Mondays at 6 p.m. LA, 9 p.m. New York. And the point is to reconnect with spirits who crossed over. So you might have seen that already. Some people think there is life after death. Some people think there is no life after death. So the idea is not necessarily to demonstrate that there's a life after death, because obviously in my belief there is life after death and there are different connections. And basically what I do is I connect to other connections, other dimensions, because I believe that when we die, we go on other dimensions. I also believe in reincarnation. So I do believe we had lives before, and all that world is connecting, you know, at some points in different lives. And so meaning that when you die, you just go to another dimension, you are somewhere else, you transition, and you're still in contact with people that were close to you on Earth. And you reconnect with people that you might have known before you were even living. So anyway, all these concepts can be a little bit disturbing for some people. You know, it's not maybe what you're expecting. Some people expect that after this life there is nothing else. This is it, this is finished. Some people think that there is life after this life. So we all have different beliefs, and the idea for the show tonight is basically to try to reconnect with people that we've known, that we've met in this life. So I'm going to explain you a little bit what makes, you know, why I believe that there are other lives and other dimensions. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about my story, because I call myself a medium. So what is a medium? Let me explain you. So let me just, you know, get back to the start, you know, how the whole thing started with me. So when I was a child, I always felt that, okay, somebody's coming in, Wendy. So I'm explaining you a little bit what is mediumship and how it started for me. So when I was a child, I could feel spirits and things appearing in my room, in my bedroom when I was a child. I rarely talk about it, but since now I'm doing a show tonight, I might as well just talk about it and explain you. There was a wallpaper on my wall, and there were trees, kind of like trees drawn on the wallpaper. And in the night, I would kind of see these trees turning into skulls and into really weird things. And I was really scared. I was living on the ground floor of the house of my parents. My parents would sleep on the top floor. So I was like on my own down there. And I would see things. I would see these shapes, you know, kind of like appearing on this wallpaper. I would turn the light on and start drawing and freak out. And that's when I was like 3, 4. I was very, very young. I was like a little baby, a little child. And that's what I would do in the middle of the night. I could not sleep. I could see shapes. I could feel things. I felt there were things around me. So that was really, really scary for me. And then later on in my life, I always felt that I had a connection with, Francis I and castles and past lives. And so whenever I would go to a castle or somewhere or like a museum, I would really feel like I used to live there and all that. So it was very, 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 very strange. I always felt that there had been something before me, you know, before I was alive. And then later, what happened is when I was, I think like 24, that's really when something really, really happened in terms of mediumship and spirits. My parents have a beach house in France, in north of France. And one night I was walking around in the house and I crossed. Oh, that's scary. I crossed this kind of ghost, kind of a person that was green, cold, angry, and that looked like they had drawn in water, you know, so it felt that way. It felt like they were not happy at all. They were at the top of this staircase, and I crossed them. Basically, I kind of like, I crossed them, and it was really, really scary. Actually, I'm feeling a little bit spooked out right now thinking about it. And that person looked like they were wearing a weird coat. It was green, it was very cold, and it was not a good feeling. It was very negative. And strangely enough, a lot of people were always falling in that stairs. I remember, whether it was a dog or the aunt or the sister, whatever, I never fell in it, but everyone fell in that stairs, exactly where I met that ghost. So anyway, I thought it was, maybe an ancestor or the person that bought the house 100 years before, but I was really freaking out. And whenever I would go to this house, the light would go on and off and on and off and switch it, or like one day I was watching TV on the first floor. And no, actually, I was not. Yeah, I was watching TV. No, I was not watching TV. I was actually in the room and I heard people, like I heard a lot of people talking. And I was like, this is very strange because I'm in this house. It's in the winter. I'm on my own. And I heard all these noises. And I was like, what is this? I remember I had my mom on the phone. And so I checked in the street, there was nothing. It was a TV downstairs that had been switched on, and that was this ghost once again. And, so that's kind of really, my first really encounter with a ghost was that. And the interesting story about this ghost is that very far away from that moment when I met him, I realized that this guy was the original owner of the house. And I never, I didn't know that the house had belonged to someone else before it belonged to my family. My family actually had a bank. They used to be a bank owner like a long time ago, a very big bank. And this person who had the house could actually not pay for this house, and that person, finally, the house was repossessed. I think that's how it's called, and it's possessed now anyway. So they could get they got the house, and then the guy couldn't pay, and then and that's the ghost in the house. In fact, the name of the ghost, later on, a few years ago, I reconnected to him. His name, I feel, was Fernand. That's the name of the guy. And he was very angry in the house, very angry at our family because we took the house from him. And I had never known that. And the funny thing is I have the same name as the owner of the bank in my family. And the ghost was really angry at everyone. And anyway, I'm telling you a lot of my story, but that's why I've moved in so many apartments and houses all around the world so many times, and I never felt home. And I feel that it is because this ghost was very angry at my ancestor, and I had to settle something with him and enter this conversation and tell him, sorry, the family took your house, but basically everything is, you now can go, you don't have to stay here, So I just wanted to say something. Somebody's asking me, Gaeta is asking me a question on YouTube. So I just wanted to remind everyone, today is another show. It's not about tarot. It's called RTW and Talk to Spirits. It is a show where we will try to reconnect with spirits and people who died, who crossed over, who are in other dimensions. It could also be ancestors of ours. That's what we're doing today. So I will not tell you what happens in 2021 today, but Gaeta, you can absolutely come back on Sunday. Every Sunday I have a show where we only talk about the future. We do tarot, and it's every Sunday at, let me remember, at noon LA time. So you are very welcome to come back, Gaeta. But today is the spirits. That's the first time we do that. We're launching it. It's about reconnecting with spirits. I was explaining the experience I had with the ghost in my parents' house, Fernand. I think that's what his name. And so basically I was able to kind of bring this closure with the ghost. And the ghost, I think now is a little bit better. And in fact, I feel a bit more home now. So it's very interesting how sometimes you have spirits that come into your life. And this one, I really saw it, and it was really, really scary. But then let me explain you something else. When I moved to LA about that was like 9 years ago, actually, quite a while ago. And I rented a bungalow there, a little house in West Hollywood with a little garden, little yard. And I really liked it. But the problem is that there was a very strange vibe in the house. And so basically, I felt there was something watching me, a woman. And sometimes when I had friends staying in the house as well with me, they would see this woman kind of crossing the room, and they thought it was me going somewhere, but actually it was this weird woman like crossing the room. So it was a very, very strange vibe. It took all my energy. It felt like there was a vortex in this house sucking all the energy. And this ghost, this woman was in there. And it made me feel so drained that I had to find a solution, because I didn't know how to deal with ghosts and how to, get rid of spirits. And this is when I met this psychic in LA called Michelle. And then she told me, I'm going to help you to get this ghost out of the house with white sage and different things. And I never managed to get the ghost out of the house. I had to move somewhere else. But since that moment, I really feel this connection with different spirits, and it was really enhanced when I was in LA. And that's when I started to really do a lot of that, connecting with spirits. And there's a third story as well, where my manager, who should be here tonight, she used to be my manager, Rosemary, she took me to a party one day. So basically, I'm telling you my story a little bit because this is the first time I'm doing it, and just to tell you my experiences and how, you know, you can connect with other dimensions. The third thing that really happened that was really big, she brought me to a party one night, and this party was of a friend of hers who was in the TV industry, and it was her birthday party. And so basically, I was going to do tarot reading for guests, and, you know, and as a birthday present, and do a little bit of a entertainment in the house for the birthday party. So I went there, and she said, okay, this is the person who's doing their birthday. Her name's Audrey. And I said, okay, I said, I'm going to do a reading for you, Audrey. It's your birthday, and let's celebrate and stuff. So she came with me in the room, in this library room. And I started to pick the cards for her. And I was like, and I had a very strange feeling. And I said, something's really strange. I think someone just died here, and it's a weird feeling. It's a really, really weird thing. And she was like looking at me. And then she said, what happened is somebody called her and said, oh, wait, it's your birthday. Come in the garden. We'll now bring the cake and all that. So she got out of the room. She got in the little yard, and all the people were there with the food, and she had a microphone. And then they said, guys, I mean, you know, I really feel that tonight I didn't want to do my birthday, but you know what? My sister, my mother, everybody insisted on it. Dad just died. So her father just had died, basically. So that's what I had felt already. And it was a very emotional night. And then later we went back in the room, and I said, and then I really felt, basically what I felt, they were quite religious. This woman likes to go to church, and, you know, and her dad, I think, was quite religious, like going to church and praying a lot. And what I felt is that the ceiling, you know, that the ceiling started to turn like gold. It felt like there was this gold crown, you know, on top of us too. And it really felt, actually, I can feel like the spirit a little bit right now. Her dad, I can feel him right now. Because he was very religious, he felt that whenever she would go to church from that day, they would have this connection there, and they could like keep, you know, the connection together. And it was just very beautiful. It was this gold color kind of thing. It was like very shiny, and I felt like it was above us, and that was her dad, you know, a way for her dad to kind of say, you know, I'm here, we're together. Whenever you go to church, whenever you pray, I will be around it with you, for you. So that was like a third validation in kind of this connection. And I found it very interesting as well to be able to bring, you know, it's hard. You lose someone just died. And you know, it's great if someone can be in between and actually tell you, okay, that person died, but they're in another dimension. They're still here. They did not just disappear forever. They are somewhere else where you are going to meet them again. So that's the whole point of my work as a medium, if I may say. So what I have been doing after that, actually after that event, that party, that was like years ago, it was like in 2011, I've been working as a medium as well and doing that. And how it works, it's very simple. So let me explain you as well what is a medium compared to a psychic, because, you know, psychic, medium, astrologer, it seems everything is, you know, there's a lot of words, we don't know what's what. So basically, a psychic is someone who has very good intuition, who can use different techniques like tarot and can predict things, calculate things, you know, and tell you what's going to happen in your future or analyze situation. A medium is a little bit different. It's a psychic, plus it is someone who is able to kind of tap into other dimensions to kind of like raise their vibration and connect with these other spirits that are higher, that are crossed over. And it's not only these spirits, it can also be like aliens or different vibes from other dimensions. There's a lot of dimensions above us and so many that we don't see. So a medium has an ability to connect to these other dimensions. So it's a bit like a telephone between, between other dimensions and our dimensions of human, which is not the lowest, but it's definitely not very high. That's why human life can be a little bit difficult sometimes, as we all know, especially right now with disease and COVID and people losing their job and all that. So being a human being, yeah, you are not immediately connected with other dimensions. The way you can connect with other dimensions is when you sleep. That can really happen. You know, the dreams are a very, very good place to reconnect with people that we've known in this life. We can reconnect with them. So when you dream of, you know, a person, a parent, you know, that you used to be very close to that passed away, and then you see them in the dream, it is a moment to ask them questions, reconnect with them, feel them with you. You know, I personally lost like my best friend, you know, when I was 20, he was actually 20. I was 21, he was 20, he had a car crash. And every time, I dream of him sometimes. There hasn't been a day when I don't feel that he's next to me, and I always think of him, and he's always laughing and being like a very good vibe. So dreams can be a very, very good place where you can reconnect with the people you lost, and some of them are really happy. So when you connect with them, they bring this happiness. Some of them were less happy. So, that's kind of how it works. And I think anyone can be medium, at the end of the day. I don't think it is something that is like an ability that is extremely rare. I think we are all kind of medium because, of course, we all reincarnate in different lives. And, and when you die and you go on the other side, and there's a lot of things that happen. And in the moment, you have no other option but just to acknowledge it. It actually is happening. Something is happening from one life to another. But then when you reincarnate, you can forget everything. And that's what happens most of the time for a lot of people. But some people don't forget everything. So maybe I haven't forgotten everything from my past life. That's how I can reconnect with these dimensions. And also, I feel that on Earth, there's all kind of people that are out there. You have people that are very good at cooking, making amazing food. There are people that are great at, working in an office and or in a bank and good with money. And I'm good with spirits and with different dimensions. So that's kind of what I do. And I think that's how, when you say someone has a gift, it is someone who maybe was chosen to be doing that and to be, connecting different dimensions and helping people to reconnect, basically. But everyone has a little bit of mediumship because everyone was dead before and is now alive. And I'm laughing because it's concepts that are not always very easy to talk about because, we were all dead, we're now alive, and we'll be dead again, and we'll be alive again, most probably. So we need to get used to that concept when we deal with mediumship and we, talk with other dimensions. What I like as well about mediumship, it's a good way as well to get answers. Sometimes some parent or some people, I've had a lot of clients, they had a person who died and where, and they couldn't talk anymore. They were really in a bad situation when they died, or maybe even a car crash, and you don't know what they think now. You lost them from one day to another. That's it. They're gone. And now what? You don't really know, or sometimes you don't know what happened, or if they wanted to say goodbye or say something, or are they okay where they are? Because who knows, like my friend who died when he was 20 in a car crash, I have to say, I never wonder where he is. I know he's not here, but his vibe is always around, and he's always laughing. I always see like laughing around and always ready to party from where he is. So he's still here, but his body's not here anymore. And it's very good for me to know that he's around. He's with me. He's around. So I feel that a medium can help you to reconnect with that thought. And, it's hard to stay when people are going on the other side, and then you're here and they left, and then sometimes you feel you lost everything, but no, they're still somewhere, they're still around, and most of the time they are okay. Before we move further, what I want to say as well, the difference between a ghost and a spirit. The ghost that I had in my parents' beach house in France is someone who did not want to leave the dimension of the earth, but who was dead. So the soul was still here because they were still attached. They still had something they were really upset about. They still wanted to keep the house, even though they were dead, unfortunately for them. They wanted to keep the house, but they didn't want to go. They didn't know how to go, so they got lost. So being a ghost is awful. It's very good that people know that. You don't want to be a ghost because you are stuck in two dimensions, and I guess nobody can really hear you, or maybe if there's a medium around like me when I could see that ghost, but I don't think you really have friends, and I think it's a very horrible kind of state of being. When the other state of being you can be is just to be departed and to be in another dimension, and then that's completely different. You're on the other side and have your body and everything is fine. So that's where you want to go. You don't want to be a ghost. So, but as a medium, I do connect with ghosts sometimes. People that got murdered sometimes, which is very scary when it happens. People that had a car crash. Sometimes it was so sudden, they're still stuck. I remember like a client that came to see me, and his friend. Oh, it's a little bit scary to think about it, but his friend had a car crash, and I think it was on drugs when he had the car crash, and he actually fell in a hole, like in a river or something. It was very cold. And when I reconnected to him, that's what, he didn't know what he was doing there. What was he doing in the water? He was very cold. And so he was a ghost. So sometimes what you can do too, you can help people going on the other side, and that's called psychopomp. So it is a way to help a ghost or a soul that is stuck somewhere, maybe because they got murdered, suicide, car crash, something weird, you know. They didn't have they didn't have the time to realize that they were supposed to go on the other side, that they are stuck. This is ghost, and it's not very nice to be a ghost. It's absolutely not pleasant. It's not a good stage of, you know, it's not a good thing. So there you go. So ghosts or people that are departed on the other side, either staying there or waiting to come back in another life. But anyway, there is always something out there on the other side that it stays connected to us. So me, for instance, I'm here right now with you, but there's a little bit of me who's still there in this other dimension, if I may say, with all the other souls. So we are connected, like there's a wire, you know, in between. That's why you go back, you come, you know, you come back here on Earth, you go back to the other side, you connect with everyone, you come back. So it's a bit like that. So it's a concept that, you know, is quite interesting. It's a bit scary at the same time, because here, how can we know? We are here, we are human being, and how, you know, it's difficult to imagine not having a body, being able to reconnect with different spirits and elements. So the best way I would describe it is when I was 20 as well, I had an experience. I was with a friend. We were sitting in my room on the carpet, and I was very tired, and said, we're going to do something like Reiki, and tomorrow you won't be tired, don't worry. So we sat down, we held each other's hand, we closed our eyes, and then something absolutely amazing happened. It felt like our souls were really moving, we were elevating themselves, you know, we were like going really high and high and high, and we would see the same thing. With eyes closed, we would see exactly the same. And basically what happened in the end, we found ourselves on top of the universe, which is what Reiki wants you to, I mean, Reiki basically takes energy from like the top of the universe and give it to you. We were kind of traveling to this top of the universe thing, and we ended up in this cone of, I would say like a black cone, you know, a little bit like in the space when you look at the stars. So it was like this cone, but huge cone. It's not like a little small cone, massive, you know, like really, really high. And in this cone, there were all these little piece of crystals. Actually, they were like diamonds or ruby or, you know, but like piece of light that were actually going like that, like a circular motion, but a very, very big cone, like huge and very high. And all these were souls and spirits, you know. And I saw that when I was 20, and that kind of like reconnected me with life after death, because that's where you go. I even made a drawing, so I think it's on my website. It's on the wall right now. I can't show you, but I made a drawing of that to make sure I will remember that moment of my life. And I did, and I made the drawing. So we're going in these dimensions, all this little piece of light, blue, green, and it's absolutely beautiful and peaceful. And that's what I think would be called heaven, you know, when people call heaven, there's no like little trees and little apples and little animals. It's like piece of light, you know, like going around and you know, everyone and all these other piece of lights interact. So I think that's where we go when we're dead and when other ghosts. So now we have someone in the Zoom. I see Wendy. So I don't know if you're just watching or if you wanted us to try to reconnect with someone. So how I do usually, I ask the person to tell me the name of someone, and then I see what I feel, or if there's a reconnection or something, you know, that comes from this person. And then we try to go further. And I make drawings as well. I have my little notebook here. And I also have like some pencils with me. I'm showing you. Sometimes I make drawings. It's the first time I do this kind of show thing. Like, so I'll see if I draw. If I don't draw, maybe I will, maybe I won't. When I'm doing private session, I do draw. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
I like the name of the person I like to connect with. Is that what you say? Beatrice.
Beatrice. Okay, so let me see. Let me write it down. So this is the premiere. So I hope we're gonna make it, but it's fun. It's great to start new things, especially right now because you know there was an eclipse in Sagittarius, so it's a very good moment to start things and stuff. So let's see how that works. What I want to say, first of all, before you even said the name, I felt like there was a basket, you know, a basket with like flowers and little things in that basket. Okay, that's the first thing that came to me. A basket made of okay, I have to find my words. Made of you know, this little piece of like not straw, but something like straw, but it's not straw. It grows by the water, but like this kind of. I saw this basket. There's a basket, and there's like little things in there, flowers. There's pink flowers in there. So in this basket, there's this basket. Okay. The first thing that comes to me is this basket. I feel a smell as well, a smell of rose, maybe a smell of candy as well. I also see little bags of candies. I don't know if they are in the basket, but it's connected. The basket, the roses, it smells a bit like candy as well. It smells like roses. There's a rose color, like a rose, like baby rose kind of color as well. That I don't know if baby rose, you know what I mean, but light rose, if I may say, you know, rose, light pink, not light rose, light pink color. And that's the first thing I see. I don't know if that speaks to you, but the smell is important. The sugar smell as well. It smells like sugar. It smells like candies. I also see these candies you have when someone is christened at the I was going to say at the hospital, at church. You know, when you have the little candies, it's white. I get that as well. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling around this person. I also see. I see two towers as well. You know, like the Venetian Hotel in Vegas or in Venice as well. There is this tower. I see two towers like that as well. I don't know why, but they're very tall. There's two towers like that tall. There's a bridge as well that I see. I see kind of an old building. It's either a castle or it's either like these two towers in Venice or in Vegas with the Venetian that has these big towers. But I see these two big towers as well connected. I also hear the bells of the church, you know, pam, pam, you know, I hear that as well in connection with that. They can be in connection with Italy as well, you know, maybe Italian descent or something a connection with Italy as well, I feel, because of these towers and these bells. I don't know if it's a wedding or if it's a funeral, I have to say, because I hear the bell. It's very loud, bam, you know, I hear this noise as well. Let me see. Let's see what else I feel. I'm drawing at the same time. The whole table is shaking because it's on the table. So let me see. Yeah, I see these two towers. Let me see. I see long hair as well. I see a woman with hair like that. For some reason, I feel there's someone who can really move very well their body, like this, almost like a snake. There's something about a snake or a mink. There's something like that. This person can really, it's very, they can move their body very well. For some reason, you know, they can really, they are very flexible, if I may say, the way they move. Maybe they like to dance as well. I feel this person probably like to dance and had something with the body. I'm feeling this kind of thing. I can't believe I'm doing that right now. But yeah, I feel this person was doing something with the body as well, quite flexible. The hair is quite sleek, and I feel there's something about the mink as well. I don't know why. I don't know if that speaks to you. There's a lot of things coming. The basket, the tower, the bell, the mink, the dancing, the body that's quite flexible as well. I see the smell. I feel the smell of sugar as well. I don't know if that speaks to you. Tell me.
No, I don't know. What is this? Is there a message from that person to me?
No, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm really connected to this person. So the elements I'm giving you, does this speak to you? You know, for instance, like if it was someone who was making metal doors or something and banging, what I described right now is definitely not the person. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
I see elements. It could be element in her life. It can be places where she was. But I feel this, yeah, that's the first thing that are coming to me was that. The basket with these, the basket with the little things in the basket, these two towers. There's a bell as well, like the bell of the church. Like once again, I don't know if it's a wedding or funeral. That's a problem. But and a connection with Italy, I feel, or liking Italy. I feel.
I like Italy, but that person, I don't know. No, I like these things mean something to me, but not to that person.
I understand. Yeah, I'm really trying to connect with that person. So what I'm telling you should be connecting with this person. And did this person go to Vegas at all?
No.
Okay. Should they never been to Italy? And
no.
Okay. And they've never seen photos, or because I really feel, you know, I really see this very big tower. These two towers, they don't talk to you. You know, these towers they have at the Venetian in Vegas, they copied it. It's like this big tower from the Place Samar in Venice. It's a very, very, very tall tower.
No.
Okay, that doesn't. Okay.
No.
Absolutely. Okay, I get it. And what I was telling you, this kind of thing, the way being able to I don't know, to move themselves and to do something with the hair, I feel like doing something like that. I feel like this flexibility thing. That's what I'm connecting as well.
No, she wasn't a dancer. No.
No, but did she enjoy doing that maybe when she was young? Because I feel like there is this flexibility with the body and liking to, yeah, this kind of, I see this movement. This movement is important, I feel, with this person. Once again, what I want to say is that usually I connect with a person when they were young. It's rare that I connect with them when they were maybe old or something. So it's
Oh,
like, you know, one day I connected with a grandmother of someone and I saw them there. The grandmother was like 25. She was typing on a typewriter in Cuba, and it was not a grandma at all. It was like a young person, really well dressed, like doing her thing and working. So I quite rarely connect with the person. When I connect with them, they're rarely old, just so you know. Very often they will be young. Okay. So
okay.
I wanted, so if it's someone who was old and you never knew them when they were young, that can be, you know, because I feel that's something important to them, this, and doing that with the hair, and it's very sleek and
Yeah, I don't recognize these
all
things
right.
as being
Okay.
connected with her.
All right. Well, maybe it's someone else.
Maybe.
Because that happens sometimes. Maybe.
Can that person identify herself? Are you able to ask that person that
Oh yeah, yeah. Good question. Good question. Yeah, that's a very good question. Let me see. Yeah. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should do it this way. Let me see who is this person. So this person likes to dance. I think she was. I think she was some kind of bride. Actually, Mo. It was not a funeral. I feel she was a bride. She was young. That's why I hear the bell. And she. Oh, she was not the bride. She was accompanying people who were getting married. You know, I forgot how it's called, but the women on the side, you know, when they're walking around.
bridesmaid?
Yeah, that person was a bridesmaid. That's why I see this basket. I see the bells. I see the towers, and I see the dancing as well. She liked to dance, you know, and she's very young. In the image I have of her is a little bit like the singer Sade. Do you know the singer Sade when she was younger?
No, I don't know.
Doesn't matter anyway. It's a British singer, was really pretty and like with black hair but anyway, I see her like that, and but let me see what is the connection with you. Let me see. Let me try to ask her to see what's. I got Simon. I got a lot of things. Simon. I don't know if that speaks to you, but I've got the name Simon, and that person I feel. Let me see. I got Simon, and I think that person might have been with this Beatrice. You know, would that be possible?
What, someone else that was related to her? Is that what you say?
Yeah, that's what. Yes, I feel like, because I feel this person was on the side and she was like a bridesmaid, and that might not be this Beatrice, but that might be someone else that was with them or that knew her. Or I feel a connection like that. I feel like it could have been a friend, or I see like a picture, you know, of like a lot of people out there. There's the two towers, there's the bell ringing, and there's this woman who can dance, basically, who's the one who's connecting. I mean, I'm not saying she's a great dancer, but she's got this flexibility, you know. I could say she would really feel, she would really flexible body, not like a professional dancer, opera dancer, ballet dancer, but someone who was like flexible with her body. And quite, and also this person was refined and quite subtle as well in how she was expressing herself as well. Making jokes as well. Quite a fun person. I don't find the word, but someone who's a little bit cheeky, you know, like doing this kind of yeah. That's what I'm sensing. I don't find her name. I just have a connection with Simone. I don't know if that's
No, I don't recognize that at all. I'm sorry to say. I
no,
don't know who that person is, but that's not the person I was trying to reach.
me neither. Well, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes the spirit coming in, and we might never know who that was.
Does that person give a message at all? Can you
That
ask that?
person. So yes, what I feel, this person I'm connecting to, it's a mess. I think the message for you from this person would very much be if there's a ceremony or something you're supposed to do, or like a party you're supposed to organize, or you're not sure about, yeah, celebration or something you're supposed to organize. I think this person likes celebrations, and if there's a family that everyone's supposed to meet, everyone together, she likes that. You know, she likes when everyone meets together, have a party, a celebration, a birthday. This is the spirit of the party, if I may say. That person really likes that. It's like, it's so beautiful when everyone is together, when they can gather, that's the message from these persons. This person wants to tell you that it's so nice when there's a party, a celebration, and everyone can be connected and have a good time and dance. And this person is like that. She really likes that, and she validates any kind of party you want to do. She likes it. She loves that. She loves when everyone is together, when the family is together. I feel she really likes that. So if there's a celebration you want to organize, maybe this year, or she loves that. She totally supports you in that.
Well, I still don't know who she is, though.
I know, me neither. I don't know.
I have no idea. No, I wish there was something that I could identify with to say whether she's anywhere close to that person. But
it doesn't seem to be this Beatrice, but it seems to be a spirit who wants to say that to you. And the thing is,
someone else who wants to come through that I don't know who she is either, though.
Which one?
That the person you're bringing through, this person in Italy, a wedding, who likes to dance.
Yes,
she's not the person I asked for, but
it's someone else. Right. I'm totally aware of that. It's somebody else who came across, and I don't know why. Sometimes that happens, you don't know. Unfortunately, it's not like the telephone; you could dial a number, and it seems that this person wanted to say that to you, and I hear a name, Simon, but that's, and I feel that it could have been a cousin but once again, what I want to say as well, and what I was explaining before, there are spirits that are spirits guides as well, guides that you don't see and they're with you. Like I give you an example. Me, I have a spirit guide I can never see. It's a woman. She used to do tarot reading, and all the medium can see her behind me, and they tell me she loves fragrance. You have to put fragrance. That's why I always wear fragrance, before I do a reading and stuff, because I love fragrance as well, and it comes from this spirit who's a guardian for me, and I never see her, but everyone does. So
well, can you ask if this person is a spirit guide? Can you ask that to whoever this is?
Let me see. Yes. Let's see this person.
Or how I know her.
I really feel like I feel like she's like a friend, or it's a friendly spirit to you. That's what I feel. A friend, and I feel it's someone was carrying the wedding dress of someone. So I see her carrying the dress behind, being very happy, wearing pink.
So why is she carrying a wedding dress?
Because somebody's getting married and she's behind, and that's what I'm saying.
Is that a message?
No. She was already carrying the wedding dress. That was before. I mean, she's been there. It was a scene I'm seeing.
It's her wedding in the past?
No, she was carrying the dress of someone else.
Oh.
So I don't know who's this person who was getting married, because that I feel, what I feel is that has a connection with this Beatrice. I feel that this is a person that knew Beatrice, or that was close to her, or friend, or cousin, but it's someone who was. I feel that that's the reason why she's coming through, because it is. I do feel there is a connection with Beatrice, but
one of her friends. You're saying it's one of her friends.
Well, no, someone from the family, or like a cousin, or like a bridesmaid, a friend, but who was part of this wedding. I feel, yes, I feel that way. And it's a good spirit. It's a happy spirit. It's a kind person who I feel they like you and they liked her. There's something very, very, the whole thing is very positive, by the way. The whole thing, it's very...
Well, it sounds nice. I just wish I knew who she was.
I know, me too.
If some other clue would be helpful to know who she is.
I understand.
You want to try a different name for someone else?
Go on, tell me. Let's try.
Let's try Arnold.
Can you say the name again?
Arnold, Arnold.
I got it. Okay, I got the Arnold. Okay. I see a big ship around this person. I see a big ship, a very big ship. That could be the Navy. There's the ocean around it. There's something of army, Navy, boat, or there's something a little bit tough about this person. I feel the world this person was surrounded by is very much, I give you an order and you go here and you do that. Everything is very square and there's metal as well. I feel there's it's a complete different energy for this person. This person, there's a sense of quite strict, everything is really well square. They would give orders or follow orders. I feel, like I tell you to do that, I'm doing that. And I see the whole, I feel an army kind of thing around this person, and I feel the water as well. I feel a big boat. There's a huge boat as well. Very, very big boat. It's hard. The vibe is it's much harder, I feel, around this person. Difficult. It's not fun. It's organized. Very, very well organized. There are boxes as well. One, I don't know if they're on the boat, but I see a lot of boxes. They're carrying a lot of boxes. They're delivering lots of boxes that are, yeah. And there's a sense of stress. It's hard to breathe, around there. what this person, I feel that this person, I think, would want to tell you that life is easier than the life that they had, you know, and that it's very important to, freedom is very important to this person as well. Being free, you know, freedom is very, very important. You're free. I feel this word coming from this person. Freedom, being free. You're not locked. You're not in prison. You are free. You know, I see that very much. I hear that. If you need to go anywhere, go, because you're free. You can do anything you want. Nobody's stopping you from doing anything. I feel that is a message from this person. Anything you want to do, you can, because you're not locked. Remember, you're not in prison. You're not locked. You're free. This person, I feel, was not as free as you, and was forced to do things and had to follow the rules, and it was just very difficult, I feel. Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still listening. I'm trying. I guess I'm waiting for the identifying feature so I can know. Because
of course, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
yes.
Something in particular. I mean, that the first thing that you mentioned about the other woman, I don't know who she is. Even I'm thinking about the person's friends, and I still don't know if she could be one of her friends. I don't know.
Yes, it is possible that they were together at a wedding, you know, I feel, and that's what I would say. I can't tell you more about her.
But she's not giving a name. It's not Simon. There's no Simon that I know of.
I got Simon, but I'm not always very good with names. Sometimes it's good, it's rare. That's why I usually don't give name, you know, but I feel
well, if I throw out names, would you pick up on that? If I if I tell you some names connected with that person.
Let's see. Tell me another name.
All right, Shirley?
No.
No, okay. Ida?
Let me see. It's possible. Once again, it's hard for me to really validate.
Or Rita?
Tell me the other name.
Rita, R-I-T-A?
No. I feel, among all the names you gave me, I feel Ida, but I'm not sure. I can't, you know, I'm sure of the images I see, and this wedding, and the basket, and this person, you know, carrying the dress and dancing. All that I'm really sure about the image I'm getting. Now the name, I can't guarantee. I absolutely cannot. You know, I don't want to say something and then it's not. Right. The only thing I got was definitely Simon. I got that name coming to me, Simon.
Yeah, I don't know that name at all. Sorry to say.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know, we're here to kind
Never heard. I know all the friends, you know, the deceased friends, but none of them had that name.
I hear you.
That's why I'm throwing out names.
So anyway, what I want to tell you about this spirit that is there, it is very good. It is encouraging you to do celebrations and parties and birthdays, and it's a good vibe. It's close to you, and
how about Sophie? Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Simone, Sophie, it is possible. Yeah, it's quite close. That's much more close to Simone than the other names you gave me. It's possible. It is very possible, this one. It speaks to me much more than everything else. Yeah. This is very much close. But yeah, because also I see now the flowers around here, you know, like a thing of flowers around the forehead. Yeah, very likely. I feel that's very likely. And I feel something very, very light about this person. It's very, very light. And the fragrance as well with lemon, I feel, I don't say a lot of things. It's a bit like crazy.
Yeah, right? I didn't know her when she was younger, so it's hard to say. Because you said you pick up on her person when they're younger, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a person who's younger. The person that I'm describing you is like maybe 26, 20.
Yeah, I didn't know her when she was that age.
I know.
But could it be her? Would she, if you address Sophie, would she respond to that name? Does the person respond to names, even if you don't know names?
Sometimes, yes. But I feel something different from this Sophie. From this Sophie, I feel a fragrance that is very lemonish. I don't know why, but I feel that this Sophie was around, could have been in this group as well. So is it this one or is it like another one? But I feel it's the same group, if I would say. Yes, I feel it's the same group. So that's what I'm feeling. Because this Sophie was at this wedding as well. That I'm feeling very much. Was around as well. So is it the Sophie, is it the person I'm telling you about, or is it another one?
You don't know. Yeah.
But they're on the same group. I feel, yeah, I feel the same group, the same time. And this one is wearing the Sophie. She's wearing like these flowers around the forehead. Yeah, it's wearing all these flowers, and there's a smell of lemon. And the other one that I'm connected to doesn't have the smell of lemon. This one smells of rose. So I think there are two different people. So
Oh,
the
it
one I'm
has
telling
different
you is not.
scents that correspond to that.
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Is
The
there
one,
is there a rhoda there? Is that
no,
name? No. Okay.
no, 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 no. No, this is something completely different. The one you said, I see something completely different from this one, completely different vibe. It's not light, it's different. Yeah, anyway, that's another person. Yeah.
Right. That's another person. Okay.
No, 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 that's completely different.
Yeah.
Yes. But these two, I feel the one I'm connecting to and this Sophie, there's a connection between the two. And I feel that they were part of this wedding. And I see them young. Yeah, they're young. But once again, the message for you is that if there's any celebration you want to do or you're planning or some birthday or something, it's a good thing to be all together and to share all together and to do something. The message from them is that. Or if you wanted to get married or all that is it's a
Well, I'd
validation.
like to get married, but I don't have anyone to get married to at the moment.
Maybe there will be.
Maybe
That's what,
that's what I'm saying.
yes. So there's a sense as well. No, it's true. There is a sense as well of like a beautiful wedding, and I think that's something that I really like when I went to the wedding, and that's when you do a wedding, do something amazing. Go to weddings as well if you're invited. I see this whole celebration thing is a message from them. So yes.
Is that going to be my celebration, or is that just telling me to celebrate?
No, it's like if you're invited or if you are hesitant in celebrating, doing a big event, a big party, they encourage you to do that. They like that. They like this beauty.
Oh, well, we can't do that now because of the
I know, but
coronavirus.
I know. No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
that's a little bit difficult.
We're gonna go to prison.
Maybe they don't realize that over there.
I know.
Maybe they don't know about the virus.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but it feels like I think you will be doing something like that. You will be doing a big celebration, and I think the message from them is that when the time has come, you will be doing like a beautiful wedding. I think the key word as well, is very much wedding celebration. I think that's what I want to tell you. Wedding celebration.
Well, that's nice. I would like to have a wedding celebration.
Yeah, no, I feel that you will.
We'd like to have one, but it's a little early.
Yeah, but they also tell you things from the future, so they're not telling
you think it's possible this could be my wedding celebration in the future?
No, they went to a wedding celebration that they enjoyed very much, and they would like you to have a similar wedding. And I think they want to, they kind of greenlight you to have a similar wedding, if I may say, it's inspiration. That's what they want you to have. That's what I'm feeling. Because they had such a wonderful moment, and it was just so perfect and so beautiful. They want you to have that. Once again, maybe that also comes from Beatrice. Maybe she wants you to have a beautiful wedding as well.
Well, that would be nice. I would like to have that.
Absolutely.
Guess only time will tell.
Yes, absolutely. Well, on every Sunday we do tarot, and we look into the future more precisely. We don't talk to spirits; we just talk to the cards. And so, if you want to join us on Sunday, you are very welcome. We can talk about your wedding and see how that goes.
Well, that's encouraging. I look forward to that.
Sunday at noon LA time, I do another show which is called a Tarot Live, and you can really join us as well. So that's every Sunday at noon LA time. New York is like I think 3 p.m. or something like that. But you are very, very welcome joining us.
Is that through Zoom too? I ended up through Zoom here, I guess.
Yes,
also through Zoom.
Absolutely, exactly the same. It's just another link, and it's on my website. If you go to theworldsmedium.com/live shows, you choose the one that's on Sunday, and then I'll be very happy to look into this wedding thing. And I think it's great because we talked about the wedding of the spirits around you.
Yes.
And we'll be able to talk about your wedding and see exactly.
Well, I'm happy to look forward to that. I hope you could give me some insight on that. That would be wonderful.
So too. I think that would be a great thing. But I will remember the spirit when we talk with the tarot, because when I connect with the spirit, it doesn't go away. It's the connection is built. So, we'll see. When we talk about your wedding, we'll see maybe they want to say something more about it.
Yes, I need some more information.
I know, it's a little bit,
it's a
lot of different things and elements. I agree. Once again, that's the first time I'm doing it like that, so I have a little bit of stress today, but it's fine.
Well, I'm glad to start you in on your new endeavor.
You are the first one, absolutely. Number one. I've never done it like that on this Zoom, and everyone is like around the world, so it's exciting. Thank you for taking part of this, reading, and I want to see you on Sunday.
Yes,
and
I enjoyed being here, so thank you for
so much,
starting
Wendy.
it.
And what's funny as well is that it's going to be every Monday. So I guess the spirits are going to come back from one Monday to another as well. And they're all going to mix. It's going to be interesting, I think.
Oh, that'll be fun. I hope they come back and say more.
And then maybe we'll see more because it's little by little. And that would be a very interesting process, and see how, we can reconnect and build. Because I will remember what I told you today. And I've drawn little things and stuff. So I will remember it. I'll keep my notebook, and we can reconnect and talk again about it next week on Monday, and on Sunday talk about your wedding with the tarot.
That's wonderful. I'd be looking forward to that.
Have a great time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Wendy. And then have a good night, and you can stay with us. It's another 20 minutes.
Okay, good.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. So I'm going to now talk to Gabriela, because I think she joined and she wanted to be part of the show, and maybe she wants to ask us.
Ciao, Raphael.
Welcome. Great to have you with us.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So today is the first time we're doing, the RTWM Talk to Spirits. So we try to connect with spirits. As I was saying before, it's the first time I'm doing this Zoom thing. So I'm a little bit, not shy, but, I want to see if it works. So we started to talk with Wendy, and we were, I felt some spirit that went to a wedding, and, we had a lot of colors, but it was hard for her to see who that person would be, Because what I was reminding her as well, sometimes I connect to a spirit and I see the spirit much younger. And you don't know everyone, especially when they were younger. So very much when I connect to the spirit, they appear younger than the age they were when they passed away. So when I connect to the grandmother, they very often appear 30 years old or 25, and sometimes most of the time, it's not possible you met your grandmother when they were 30, because that would mean that they had, what I mean? It would mean they had your mother when they were like 10, and, it would be too complicated. So you never really met your grandmother when they were 30 or 25. It's not possible. And me as a medium, when I connect with, older people, they appear young. They never appear sick or very old or in a wheelchair. I never really see them like that, just so you know. I most of the time I see them when they're 25, 30, much younger. So sometimes it can be a little bit strange, to imagine your grandmother like dancing like crazy at a party. It's like, really, with friends, because that's not how you met her. She was a little more conservative and a little more, not as much energy. And then I see them like completely having fun. So I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
So, and then I'm going to ask you, do you have the name of a person you would like me to try to reconnect with? And then I will tell you what I see. Before we say anything, I have a forest behind me. So I don't know why, but I see forest. There's a lot of trees, and there's a connection, and I smell the trees in connection with you. Okay. There's all this pine. I don't know if they're pine trees, but there's a forest behind me, and it smells like trees, and it's a very calm. That's the first image I have, anyway, before you said even anything. But the forest, that immediately, like, the forest is behind me. It smells like trees, and it's very calm and very peaceful, almost like a fairy tale kind of environment. That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting, because I have here three names actually that I was thinking about, and I would like to tell one name, but because you have this image. May I say another name that maybe it's more close to the trees?
Yes, it's a good idea. Absolutely. Yes. Give me the name.
Okay. The name is, I tell you, with the Italian accent, is Fabiana.
Fabiana, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So I'm drawing the trees as we're talking, by the way, because it's important for me to draw it, because I don't know why, but I always draw things a little bit when they appear, because it's important elements. Okay, so let me write Fabiana. That's why I'm looking down, because I have my notebook here, by the way, and I'm drawing little things. So And once again, it's the first time I'm doing it like that. And there's more people connecting. Wow, we're going to be here until 5 a.m. Who knows? A big party tonight. Okay, so so I feel the trees behind me. I feel the smell. That's very important for that person. This person, I feel like when there's no noise. They like when there's not a lot of noise. Peacefulness is very important for them. They like to listen to the absence of sound, if I may say. So they like the silence, but not a complete silence. They like to still hear little things from the forest. It's like a silent, but you know, there's a lot of things around that are still going in the trees, and trees actually growing behind you and around you. So there's still things happening. There's a lot of life, but it's very peaceful. And you know everything is alive, but they don't bother you by screaming, or you know, when you're in a big city, there's very much alive and everybody's making a lot of noise. In the forest, it's very different. It's very much she liked that. I feel this peacefulness, feeling the life around, you know. So I feel this person liked and still likes. I feel when you go to a forest, you connect to this person, you know. Every time you go to a forest, when there's no noise, you sit in the middle, she's around. This person is around you when you go to a forest. I don't know if you do that sometimes, if you have been and thinking of her, but she I would almost say like her spirit is in the forest. Okay, her spirit lives in the forest. The trees, whenever you go to a forest, she's around you. She can hear what you say when you go to the forest. So I don't know if sometimes you go to, you've been to a forest or thinking of her, but you can communicate with her when you are in the forest, she's around.
Okay.
When it's
I don't used to go to the forest, but
now you should go if you want to connect with her, obviously, you know, because she's in there. That's where she feels like protected. It's protection for you as well. When you go to the forest, there's a protective energy around you. It's very good for you to go in there, you know. It's very, very good. Basically, the message for you is to do that. If you can go, walk around the forest. By the way, I think I remember you live in LA, and there's a big LA forest that I've never been to, but I heard good things about it. Is there a big forest in LA? A big thing?
I mean, what do you think? Because forest, it means when you go for a hiking also, or for a hike?
No, it's like a forest to me. It's like what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing is like a forest with a lot of trees, you know, and it doesn't have to be flat. It can be like that, but it's full of trees. You are surrounded
as a park, like Sequoia Park or that kind of thing.
I have not been to Sequoia Park, but I would imagine so. Yes, it's a lot of trees. You sit in the middle, you know, and then you can just hear like little animals, and you hear a little. That's very protective for you. And this person is in there. That's where I almost feel that I don't know where this person was buried or something, but I feel that she would have liked to be buried in a forest for some reason. I don't know why. But she would have enjoyed. I don't know, but she would have liked that because she very much connects with the earth as well. You know, things growing. Very, very much putting, you know, everything that comes from the earth. She was so connected to that. And it's also an advice to you to maybe grow things if you were thinking of doing gardening or growing things in your garden, if you have one. But gardening is good for you as well. She liked that, to grow your own thing, go pick your carrots and your things. I feel there's a connection with her. The wood, nature, the mother earth, you know, is very, very much her advice. And whenever you do that, she's with you. Her spirit is in there, in the plants, the trees. Yes, and very much like a fairy tale, you know, like this kind of environment. That's where she feels home.
And the name that I give you is resonate with this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you gave me this name. To me, honestly, names is definitely something that is not very accurate. Usually name, I'm not very good with that. But the person that wants to talk to you is this person from the woods. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Yana, I'm not even sure right now. But the fact that the forest appeared immediately, just as I saw your name, it's someone who's very connected to that. The earth, that's the first spirit I wanted to connect with you, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and it also encourages you to go to a forest, to connect with the trees, with the plants. This spirit is telling that to you as well. If you feel sometimes, you know, you are disconnected, that's what you need to be doing. There will be something very good for you there. A surprise. It's very, very good for you.
Okay.
All right, so that was the message. Does this speak to you in terms of this name, Fabiana? Do you feel a connection with this person?
the Fabiana has she was really, really strict connected with the nature and with the trees and with the forest and with that kind of thing. Yes.
All right. So
Yeah.
I would imagine that this is her, if I would say, you know, that's what I would feel. I would think so, because when I've put the name Fabiana and I'm feeling this forest, I don't see any obstacles in my mind, because sometimes that's what happens. If the spirit is like, no, this is not me at all, there's immediately another image that comes. But I would say so, you know, from what you're telling me, from what I'm feeling, it's very much this, yeah. She's and sorry, just one thing. This person is in this kind of vibe right now. So another thing I want to tell you as well, they are very peaceful in there. There's a sense of peacefulness that resemble the middle of a forest. So this person is in a good place, by the way. And I don't see anxiety or someone being upset of this or that. No, it's a good vibe. I wanted to say that too. It's serenity and it's a good vibe. They're in a good place.
Okay, good.
All right, I wanted to say that to you. Did you want to connect with somebody else?
Yeah, actually, yes, I would like.
All right. Tell me the name of the other person and then I'm going to see, because I had to tell you that thing about the forest. This is the first thing that came. So it had to be said. Yeah.
Okay. The other name is Ivana, as IVAN as Nancy A.
Okay, Ivana, let me see. Okay, I got the color yellow. That's the first thing that comes in. I'm just showing you because I'm putting yellow here. I don't know why, but there's something about the yellow. This Ivana wants yellow. Let me just see what that is. Why do they want me to put some yellow? Well, I mean, what I would say, this person, there's a lot of energy around her, you know, because you can see this color yellow. It's like bright, you know, it's like the sun. It's the flowers as well, you know, these yellow flowers. I absolutely don't know the name of it, but these yellow flowers that appear when spring comes, you know, they grow, it's yellow. I really don't know, I forgot the name and I don't know the name in English, but anyways, in Europe, they have this yellow flower that just after spring, they're yellow, they're beautiful. So this color, I feel, is important to her, or was important to her, this yellow thing. It's very connected to a smile as well. I see a smile, like really this happiness, like the sunshine in the room. I feel that kind of connection to this person, like smiley. And also I feel some happiness coming from this person, like someone who had a very positive kind of a very positive vibe on others, always like seeing the positive, you know, seeing, you know, that is good. And she would not be like, she would never not complain. It's the opposite of complaining, you know, someone that sees a positive, who's helping, very helpful as well. Someone who's really helping everyone. I'm helping you, don't worry, I'm here for you. The sense of a group, of a community, we're all together, we're helping each other. People can knock at the door, ask for something, she give them. I'm seeing that as well, like, you know, can I borrow this or that? She would give it to them as well. The children, she had this child thing. She was a bit childlike as well. You know, she would be very close to children and she would always connect well with children. This smile again, always smiling at everyone. And like the children liked her for that reason. I feel, you know, she was always really a happy, positive, enlightened kind of person, figure that people liked very much. I feel very liked. Like once again, sunshine in the room. I'm really feeling, you know, like a person, when they come there, people are very happy just because of the vibe she was bringing, you know, not necessarily because of who she was, but she was bringing a good vibe. Some people have a positive energy. They arrive in the room and people are happy when they're in the room because it just feels good. You know, they're here and then, you know, it's going to be good things coming when this person comes. So I feel that's very much what I feel from her. You know, for you, the message from her is very much like, see the life positive. There's almost a smiley sign, you know, that is like associated. You know, I want to do that because it's very much that, you know, you see the smile.
Oh, see.
Very, very much her. It's like, you know, be positive. And not like a stupid positive, like, you know, pretend. No, it's real. It's a real, like, you know, like life is like.
Yeah.
So I feel that's a message to you, you know, smile, life is good, you know, this is a very positive message to you, you know, life is good, smile, make sure you laugh a lot, always smile at people, you know, when they arrive to you, when I'm come across and they're like a little bit like, you know, like, but smile at them, you know, be generous. There's a sense of like, be generous, give to people because it's just beautiful to give them. People are nice, very, very positive vision of the world and of the people. And I would say she's like in the sun, I feel that this person is like surrounded by yellow flowers in the sun. It's a very it's a very, very good spirit. I feel that it's giving you a lot of energy. They are behind you. When you feel alone, sad, without energy, you can think of this person, Ivana, because she can really be behind you, almost like put the hand on your shoulder. I feel like, I don't know, I get that as well, like someone who's like, like a little thing, I don't know, the head on the shoulder, but be like, oh, little baby, So I'm feeling that from her as well. And I really feel she's behind you, She's really behind you when you're not well. She's behind you. She has your back, if I may say, spiritually speaking. She's behind. And I feel that she's in a very high dimension as well, where there's children around her. So I don't know, but I feel there's children with her around there. There's the younger children. I don't know why, but they're with her. She says there's children that are smaller than her, and they are with her. She reconnected with his children. So I see children around her. School as well. I see the school element, by the way. There's a sense of school. She's at the school. I don't know, teaching but I see something like that. I don't know if she was doing something with children in her life. Was she involved with like educating or looking after children or doing something with children? I feel she's connected with all these children.
No, but she was connected with children. She never teach, but
I feel she has this... Sorry, what was that?
She never taught, but maybe yes, she loved the kids.
So I feel she's with all these spirits of kids around her, where she is. There's all these little kids around, and they're all like, and she's kind of guiding them. She actually is a guide as well, I feel, where she is. She's very much guiding people where she is as well. She's surrounded, and yeah, that's what I'm feeling from her. It's a very, very positive vibe, very, very positive. Good. Very bright, clear, yellow, It's very much like that. So she would appear in the blue sky with the sun, like she would, when you are outside, it's like a clear sky. It's very, very clear that she's here. And when you put the sun, at 2 o'clock, not like at sunset, like really when it's very bright, clear and shining and white, yellow kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her, like this very strong sun that's very clear, pure and energizing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm feeling from her.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Sure.
All right. So,
thank you.
You're very welcome, Gabriela. It's great to see you and to have you with us. Like we often have you on Sunday. So now we have you on Monday, something a little bit different. So it's very interesting to have you here. You can come any Monday and, ask me questions, and then we can see, how we can connect. And maybe we can do from one Monday to another. We can develop the connection we have with certain spirits you wanted to talk to, because obviously once I connect with a spirit, I don't disconnect. This is it. The connection, there's a wire, if I may say. So once it's there, it can come anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. I have more information at another time, because it's developing wires with different. So I will see how that goes. I might have some weird dreams tonight.
I hope not. No.
But it could be good. It doesn't have to be crazy, but we'll see how that goes. It's
sure.
Very
Yeah, thank you so much, Raphael.
Thank you very much for being here, Gabriela. And then we'll talk again. Subscribe on YouTube, but I think you did already.
Yes, I did.
All right. So I appreciate if you guys can subscribe on my YouTube, so I can do more free shows like that. And it keeps us connected. And of course, I do private readings as well. Here, it's here. Yeah. And I'm here every Monday, 6 o'clock and 6 o'clock LA time and 9 o'clock New York time. And then now we are supposed to kind of end soon, but there are still some other people, so I'm going to see like if someone else has like a question or something. So I don't know, I can see Bivan. Do you want to ask a question?
Hey Raph, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. So Raph, I have a name, Dan. What can you tell me about Dan?
Okay, so let me see, Dan. Bivan, just one thing. Are you the Bivan that I'm connected to from Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted to see. Okay, because I can't see you, so that's why. All right. And you're a little bit of a medium, you told me as well, right?
Well, my brother is. I'm spiritual, but my brother's a medium.
All right, okay. And your mom, you said as well, no?
Yeah, my mom is too.
And you're not?
Apparently I am, but I just don't choose
All right,
to.
okay. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I just wanted to know. No problem. Okay, so I've written the name Dan, and then I'm gonna see what I'm feeling. So, okay, so give me a second. Let me see what I see. Okay, I'm putting a circle here. Well, first of all, the color I picked was blue, so they have to have a connection with him, or water, or something connected, and there's a circle around. Let me see a little more. Let me see what comes up with him. I have a question to ask you about this person. Is it possible they could have drowned in water or something? I see like a whirlpool kind of thing. I see something that's spinning and there's water, and it's a bit strange.
Well, no, he committed suicide. He didn't drown.
All right, that's why
But
I'm feeling...
he jumped up a building, so maybe he spun down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange kind of energy, I have to say. But thank you for telling me. I see this. I'm putting all these circles. That's kind of like, that's what I don't know why I'm feeling like. I don't know why he didn't fall in water. There was no water.
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know why I'm feeling that. What I want to say about this person, obviously, I mean, if he committed suicide, he was not very happy, but I feel like it's a weird energy, It's a weird energy. I feel like there was this noise in his head, So I think
does it feel like he's crossed over, or is he still roaming?
I think he's crossed over because I don't feel something ghost-ish, but I still feel that there's this sound. There was a really strong sound in his mind. I feel it was very loud, and there was a very loud sound in his head. So I don't know if it's when he passed away, but I can feel these waves, of like sound, and it's like, it's this, yeah, I feel something a bit strange, but I don't feel a ghost, because when I feel ghost, I get completely cold, like if it's frozen. This is not what I'm feeling with him, but I still feel that it was a big shock, It was a very big shock, and it was very, I'm feeling this sound, okay? Like very, very, something's breaking, and this wave. With him, what it feels is that the time stopped. I have a feeling of a time that has stopped completely, like it's frozen. It's a different thing. I feel that he's not a ghost, but I don't know if he's on the other side. It feels like it froze.
Like he's in the middle.
But frozen.
Yeah.
But what I want to say about it, I can feel something. What I want to say about it is that what can happen, sometimes people do not have any more life. They don't reincarnate. They don't go on the other side. Maybe it's finished. It can happen that sometimes it's finished, not because he did suicide, for whatever reason that is, but there's all kind of figure that can happen. It is possible that at this time it is frozen for a period of time. Why is that? I've never seen that before, just so you know. So I guess this is something new that I've never seen before. It is frozen. It is stopped. Time has stopped for him, but he's not a ghost, and he's not on the other side.
Interesting.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I've never heard of that before.
I never. That would be what some people think death is, that things are ending at a moment. But at the same time, I'm still hearing this shock, this wave thing, this sound. So it feels like something is frozen.
Yeah, I mean, I still sometimes,
and I don't know why.
I feel him around because, like, just after he passed, I was, sitting with my parents, and we're talking about him, and there's a PlayStation in the TV room.
Yes.
And the only way to turn the PlayStation on is to actually press the button.
Right.
And the PlayStation turned on. And often, when I'm thinking about him, I'll hear something rustle or something will fall. So this is what makes me think that he is around, and he's just trying to get himself known. Him and I were like best friends growing up.
Yes. Let me see. I can't say I connect very much with him. I connect very much with the moment when it stopped. With this moment, it's almost like I can feel how it was, but I'm not really feeling him around, I have to say.
That's
not
okay.
around me.
That's not a bad thing, and it's not a good thing.
No, because it's not negative.
Yeah, no, I definitely know it's not negative. for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't feel negative. So that's why I don't feel like it's a ghost. I don't feel like he's like stuck in dimensions, but it feels like frozen though. Yeah, and I don't know why. I've never seen that before.
I'll ask my brother about that as well.
Yeah, ask him what he thinks about it. Yes, absolutely. Me, I feel
and
that.
One more name, Barry. Anything from Barry?
Let me see. How do you spell it?
Barry.
Okay, Barry. Let me see. Give me a second. This person, I see a big net. There's a big net like that you can climb on. I don't know why, but I feel this net that you can climb on. They're climbing on it. There's a wall, and they're climbing on this not fish net, on this net, not fish net. They're climbing on it. Yeah, that's something. I have to say, I want to tell you something, Bevan. I'm feeling a little bit tired because it's the first time I do, like I switch from one spirit to another, and I got to a point where I'm a little bit, I think I'm starting to freeze.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it seems it's the first time I'm doing this Monday thing, and I can see that. I don't know how Teresa Caputo and people like that do 50 people in the room at the same time. I can see that it's really taking a lot of energy, and I feel like I don't have the connection anymore, I have to say.
But the net thing makes a lot of sense, so I appreciate that.
Oh, well, that's good. It means, but it's almost like I would need to take a break, a commercial break. Like, okay, drink Coca-Cola. And
now back to our sponsored commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, but for now, there's no break. It's me doing the break, like
No.
Canada Dry. So yes, I feel a little bit tired right now from this session, but you are very welcome, joining me again next Monday, and then we can talk a little more about it. And I guess
Sounds good, Raph.
I feel like I will be able to connect better because right now I'm a little bit tired.
Well, makes no worries. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. And
thank you very much for being here. And once again, next Monday,
I'll subscribe to your channel as well.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Bevan. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Have a great night too. Thanks very much. And I think that was Kristen. I know she's still around, but I just wanted to say hi because I said, let me see. No, Kristen disappeared. Okay, so everyone can go to bed now. Thank you very much for watching. That was a very interesting experience.
Thank you, Raphael. Thank you again.
Thanks a lot, Gabriela. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Bevan. And thank you for everyone who watched. Once again, it was a very, very interesting experience for me. It was a little bit different from what I used to do. And I can't wait to do that again on next Monday. And then we'll be able to dig a little deeper in the, vibes and in the bonds we created with these spirits. So thanks again for your trust and for being here. And we'll talk very soon. Thanks very much. Goodbye.